Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a very interesting sequel video. Okay, and let's just understand the problem and then we will jump into the solution. Today's problem is somewhat interesting. That's what I think. So I thought of sharing with you guys. So I'll give the script to the description box for you to practice. So you can try it and post your solution in the comment section. Okay, so let's just understand that what the problem says. Then we can see like how we can achieve to solve the problem. So today, so we have been given a table where we have two columns basically like ID and value. Just think about that ID, like we have some 5 IDs here. If you see A, B, C, D, E, and some of them are null, right? Some of the records are null. And we have some sort of think of like versions. So let's say like for A, if you see A has or A ran 3 version of codes. Think of it like that. Like A has actually like how you need to read this basically. Whenever it is A, like for the first row, right? A has run something like V1 version of the code. Okay. Now there is null, so that means A basically. So when it is null, then these three are in the same group. Okay. So A has run V1, V2, V3. So that's why the table has null. So this belongs to A. Then B has run V2, C has run V8 version of code, D has run V2 version of code. Then there is a null again, right? So this both the rows basically belong to the same group. So D has run V2 and also D has run V2. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so now E for E has run V8, V2, and V3. So it's basically like whenever you are seeing null, so that belongs to the same group. Okay, like wherever we had a non-null value. So for 1 2 3, right, one had a non-null value in ID. So after that there is null. So that means like A will belong to the same group. So these three will belong to the same group, these two will belong, this is belong to a same group, this is also, sorry, this is also, and this two is in the same group, and these three are in the same group. So what you need to find out here is basically pair, which pairs have executed the same version of the code. If you see A and B, so there is a pair of A and B. So A has run V1, V2, and V3, right? So B has also run V2, right? So A has also run V2. So A or B, so A and B is a pair. Okay. So if you see for C and E, right? C and E is a pair. Why? Because E had run V8, V2, and V3. And if you look at E, right? If you look at, sorry, if E had run V8, V2, V3, if you look at C, C had done V8. So V8 is common between C and E. So that's why we are getting a pair. Okay. So in that way, you need to generate. Okay. So I think the question is clear. So we need to generate this thing. Let's just go to the editor and see how we can solve it. So this is our data, right? This is our data. Now, what you need to do here is basically you need to find out what we need to find out. Let's just try to understand one by one. So we'll break down the problem and try to see like how we can code it, and I'll try to explain it in a very simple way. Okay, if you have any better solution, it is always welcome. You can post your solution in the comment section. I'll give it after that. So what we need to do here is, let's me run this. So we have two columns. I'm just taking select these two, and what I'm going to do is I am just creating a case when statement. Okay, case when, what I'm saying is pretty simple. I'll be lighting one by one, okay, for you to understand. So case when ID is not null, ID is not null, then 1, else 0, end, okay, as I'm just giving a name as flag, okay, and I'm creating a row number. Why I'm doing this, I'll tell you in a bit. Row number over, but if you see row number over, but there is no order by clause. Like we need to put some kind of columns in right here, right? So we don't have any. So I have explained it in my previous videos. If you don't have it, put select null or select 1. Okay, so select 1, okay, as let's say Rn. Okay, from from the table name, right? From TBL. Okay, so this is my code. Let's just run that. Okay, so let's see what is coming. So we have done, what we have done is we have taken, like, wherever the ID is not null, then 1 and else 0. So these are zeros, and we have created a row number, right? So what I am trying to achieve here is basically you need to find a group, right? So I told you, right, this is a group, then this is a group, then this is a group. But if you see, there is null. So I told you, right, that these three are in the same group. So you need to replace the null with A. So that is our intention. So what I am going to do here is I will create something like this. So A, then A, then A, then B, then B, then C, then D, correct? Then D, then E, then E, then E. So I'm trying to create something like this because we have null. So we need to replace null with the corresponding, ID. So we have created this, right? So now, so to do that, so write down, make this as a subquery. Okay, so make this as a subquery. So I'm just trying writing like this as A. Okay, now select ID comma value, right? And create a rolling sum of what? Flag. Okay, sum of flag over order by, we had created this Rn, right? So take this one. Okay, so what if I do this? I'm just giving a name as summed flag. Okay, for time being. Okay, from this, right? So if I do this, so what will happen? See, if I run this, see, these 111 belong to this group, this 2 is a group, this 3 is a group, this 4. So I have created a sequence. Basically I have created a sequence, and this sequence will tell you, like, whoever is in the group. So this one, sequence number 1 will tell you that this is a group, 2 will tell that this is a group. Similarly the 5, right, sequence number 5 will tell you that the three records are in the same group, right? So I've created that thing only. Okay, so now put that into a city, prepare data as this. Okay, I have taken this into a city, basically. Okay, okay, till that point it is clear. Okay, now what are you going to do now? Now think that so we have got this result, right? We have got this result, right? So now we need to take only, okay, so we'll select only those things, right? So what I'm going to select here is we will select star from prepared data, okay, where ID is not null. Okay, so you have seen this data, right? So I am selecting only those records where ID is not null. So this will be selected, right? A, B, C, D, and E. So if I run this, so this 5 will get selected, correct? Now what will be the next step? So the next step would be okay, so the next step would be this 5 records, whatever we have got it from here, and whatever we got it from here, right, we will join both of them together. Like, whatever we have got it from this prepared data, this city, and whatever we have got this, basically we'll join them together and try to find out, okay, these values, right? These values. How we can do that? So make this into a subquery again. Okay, I think this is little bit of complex, but if you follow me, uh, like, if you follow one by one, it will be simple. It's not that difficult. Okay, so put that is in a subquery, and this, I have created this subquery, and what I'm going to do, so I'm just writing a select clause. Select, I'll write the column names after some time. Let me write the from clause first. That's what I do every time. Okay, so prepare data as A, inner join with this. So what I've done is I have taken this prepared data, this city here, and I have made an inner join. And what I am going to do here is, like, I am doing a join with the this subquery. Okay, on 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 with this summed flag value. So on a dot summed flag equals to b dot summed flag. So how it will be like? See how. So if I run this, you'll be able to understand. So what you have, we have got this, right? We have got this record, right? Let me take this. Okay, this is what we got, if you remember. And let me run this portion basically for you, so it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so if I run this, okay, then what will happen? I've got this, right? I have got this, right? So now what I have done is I have joined this prepared data, right? This is the my prepared data, and this is the subquery, right? This is the subquery, right? So I am joining with this. So this table will get joined with this, right? What I'm saying, the condition is like a dot sum flag equals to b dot sum flag, right? This is the sum flag, right? So this will join with this. So this one will get joined with these three records. This 5 also will get joined with these three records. This 4 will get joined with these two records, right? So then what I'm taking here is b dot id, because b is nothing but my this one, right? This subquery. So the id will come from this area. This is the id, right? This is a b dot id. So I'm just making this is b, and let's say this is a. Okay, so b dot id. So that's what I'm taking, right? B dot id, and what else? A dot value. Okay, this is a dot value, right? This is a dot value. This one, this is the version number, right? And I'm taking b dot sum flag, let's say. Okay, so that means what is going to happen now if I try to join this record with this three records, because my condition is a dot sum flag equals to b dot sum flag, right? So this one will get joined with these three records, right? And what I've taken is b dot id, right? So that means a will come for all of them, correct? Then I have taken a dot value, take this three, and b dot sum flag. So sum flag is nothing but one, right? So this will be again coming in the output. So if I run this now, so if I run this, you will see the exact thing that I was talking about, right? See this a, right? So I have successfully replaced null with the corresponding id. So that's what I have told you, right? So we need to do something like this, correct? We need to do something like this. So we have managed to create that, right? We have actually replaced null with the value of that particular group, correct? So till that point is clear, I think, right? Okay, so now we have got this result. Okay, now this is not our intention, right? Our intention is to create the pairs, right? Our intention is to create the pairs. So for that, what I'm going to do is um, so I'll create another two columns. One is let's create row number over, I'll explain it what I'm doing right now. So over partition by a dot value order by b dot id, okay, as rn1. Okay, so now what I have done, right? So let me run this, right? So you'll understand what I've done. So what I've done is row number over partition by a dot value, right? So what I'm saying is, so if so this is a dot value, right? And order by b dot id, right? That's what I have done here, right? Basically is like, so look at that. So for v2, if you look at v2, right, we have 5 records for that partition. For partition v2 we have 5 records, right? A, B, D, D, E. If you look at v3 also, we have 2 records. For C and E we have 2 records, right? But for v1 we have only 1 record. So think about it like, say like like if you have more than 1 record for a particular version, then we can create the pair, right? So let's say what I'm trying to say here is like, if you have more than 1 record for a version, so like this one, right? A, B, D, D, E, right? So we have more than one record, right? So then only we'll be able to create the pairs, like A can be paired with B, B can be paired with D, D can be paired with E, E can be paired with A, something like that, right? So if you look at the data, right? A, B, A, D, A, E, right? So A, B, right? A, D, A, E, then B, D, and D, E. So if you see B, D, and D, E, so this can be paired, right? So for that, so we have created the row number. I mean, this area you can, I mean, whatever I am doing, it can be done in various different ways, but I have taken this approach to do that. So you can find out your approach. You can try to solve it like using your approach. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to follow my approach. Okay, so we have created the row number, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a count of star, okay, over partition by partition by um, partition by a dot value. Okay, so why I have done this is, let's say this is total count. Okay, total count. So I've created another column, right? So if I run this now, right? If I run this, so I have created a total count. So think about it. So the pair can be created only when the count is greater than 1. So if count is 1, because for V1, right, don't have any more records. You have only one record. So you cannot create a pair. So the pair can be created only when the total count is greater than 1, right? So now we have created this. Now put this into a city. Okay. Um, put like what can I say? What can I say? It's like put like city as, okay, and this, right? So I've created the city, right? Now it will be the same result. Let me run the city. Select star from city. So if I run this, basically you will get the same output, right? Now what I'm saying is we so the pairs can be created only when the total count is greater than 1, right? So what I'm going to do is where total count is must be greater than 1, so then only the pair can be created. So we don't need this 1 1 2 2 4 4 right now. So we only need ID and value, right? So if I run this now, we get the result, right? Way B D D D something like. So if you see, I can keep the count also, total count, right? So if you see, I have deleted that where the total count equals to 1. I have deleted that record, so I have created this one. Now, so so now, okay, so this point is clear. Now put that into a city. I'm just breaking the problem. If you can do it in the single statement, that would be okay, but I'm just trying to break it just for you to understand. Okay, I have put that into a city. Okay, now the rest part is simple. This is the final part, right? Final part is select. So need to create the pairs right from here. So now this next city, make it a self join. Okay, how need to do that? From I'll keep the column names after writing this form clause. So next city as A, okay, inner join with this same city, right, as B, right, on A dot value equals to B dot value, right? Correct. A dot value equals to B dot value, correct? Because within this group, I need to take the I need to take the pairs. I need to create the pairs, right? So that's why that if you're making a self join, this value should be, so this is a condition, right? This condition has to be satisfied, right? So value equals to B dot value, and think about it, like how we are gonna get the pairs is basically A dot ID, right, less than B dot ID, right? Because think about it. So A less than B, right? So this condition gets satisfied. If you give not equals to or something like not equal to, so then you will get more records. So what I have done here is A dot ID less than B dot ID. So A B can be paired because A cannot be paired, right? A B can be paired. A D can be paired. AE can be paired. So it is not like we can get a pair like AA or BB or DD. We don't need that. So that's why I have created a condition like A dot ID greater than, sorry, less than B dot ID, right? So what we need here is now simple, A dot ID as pair 1, comma B dot ID as pair 2, right? Done. So if I run this, basically we'll get the pair A, B, A, D, B, D, but there is a problem. So even if you do that, so you'll get some distinct records. So look at that. A, D also is coming here, right? A, D. So for that, to remove those, you just need a distinct clause, right? So if I run this now, we'll get the pairs A, B, A, D, A, E. See, A, B, A, D, A, E, B, D, B, D, B, E, C is D. So this is the output, right? So this is the final answer. I know that this is somewhat lengthy, or I know like it has a lot of steps to compute that, but I can assure you that if you try to break the problems in that way, it would be easier for you to understand. Okay, so I won't take much of your time. So if you have understood it, just let me know in the comment section. If you have a better approach, please do it and let me know in the comment section also, and I'll review the answers. And if you find it useful, just like the video. If you have any questions, just let me know, and don't forget to share, subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, and till then, thank you, bye.